recap, you had Twin River last week. What did you have to do, and what was it like for you?
I had to host the Search for a New Star catch a new rising star is what it was. There we go. Sorry, getting contests mixed up. So Frank O'Donnell, who is generally the MC, broke the crowd in. Then we had a bullet performer. I didn't even know that there were those. But he was a comedian who wasn't eligible to compete, so he went up and also got the people warmed up. So by the time I got on stage, I had it pretty easy. And everyone there was really great. There was a lot of energy. Basically, I was just there to keep the energy up, which I think I did okay. I did have a little bit of a flub where I knew one of the comics' names. He was coming up. I actually had it in my hand as well as backup. Looked at it and still got it wrong. So afterward, I came up and apologized, but I just felt so bad for that poor man. But everyone was great. I love funny people. I don't consider myself to be one, but I adore them. So it was awesome to be there.
Were you nervous?
I was nervous only because I've never done anything remotely like that, and again, I don't really consider myself to be a funny person, so I was nervous that once people, saw Frank up there and, that bullet performer, they'd be like, oh, who is this girl? What, who? So, but they weren't like that at all. They were great, and we were just kind of feeding off each other, and it was cool because I get to come in between the performers who gave me a hard time sometimes, so it was really fun.
So what was it like being on Gio and Kim this morning? That was part of this other assignment this week.
Right. So that was, again, something very different for me because that was my maiden voyage in radio. It was interesting getting in there and seeing what everything really looks like. You just picture it so much bigger in your head. And it's really just, three people just hanging out and having a good time, which was awesome. And we were just kind of like chowing down on bagels and, making fun of each other. So it was really fun.
So you had fun.
Yeah.
And so now you're here at our station today. It's a busy week, working on your next assignment. Mm-hmm. What can we expect from you without you giving anything away too much?
Well, I need to keep the drama, right? I went all over the state. I tried to fit as much of the state into 2 minutes as possible, which doesn't necessarily sound that bad. 2 minutes in air can seem like a million years, but God, when you're trying to encapsulate an entire state with people that are just too big for film, it is really hard. And of course, the people that I spoke with were great. So I want to make sure that I include everything and keep a storyline together. But you're going to see a lot of Rhode Island in this piece.